Thank you. Good morning from Frankfurt. Yeah, as Mario already mentioned, I joined 100 Words to translate it from the beginning in April last year. It was one of the biggest challenges I've ever had in my life, and it was a great decision and ongoing, even getting better. So I would like to start with a short introduction and explanation what we're doing and what the focus is on our solution and how we can help optimize communication, in this case, in sales and marketing processes by using our tools, which are AI based. And I'm giving you a short background for that before I start my presentation. So on the basis of the latest social psychological research, in combination with our powerful methods of AI, we have succeeded in capturing the personality of persons from their texts, how they write, which kind of words they're using in sentence context. Um, Based on their words, 100 Words gives insight into people's personalities, their way of relationships, how they do relationships, their feelings, emotions, how they change maybe in processes, for example, and their ways of thinking and needs. So, in combination with consciously formulated words, our tools make the unconscious, which is really important for sales processes, how to address people, transparent through communication. So for now, it's being used in areas for customer support, customer sales, marketing activities, and even in HR. So but we still have a vast basket of possibilities where we can use it. So we're still developing new ideas on a day-to-day basis with our customers. So since we founded 100 Words in Heilbronn in April 2017, we're getting closer to closer each day, each month and year to the vision we have. So our vision is to understand people and help them build better relationships with each other in communication and improving their communication. So we have developed our 100 Words psychological AI into a highly validated tool for measuring personality traits from text. We're validating our tools and the measurements and the quality year by year in different studies. So you can find more insights about these on our blog and our homepage. With our top experts in psychology, because we're a big team mixed out of data science, computational linguistics, and software development, we are improving our tools for our customers' benefit. So we're excited about what the future holds for us, and for sure, 100 words might not be enough to explain. So let me see how I can get that better. So I hope everyone can see my presentation right now. The focus or the title for my presentation today is the AI-based 360-degree customer journey and support from lead generation to performant customer satisfaction. And the base for that is an actual finalized customer project with a huge background of data we had to analyze to show what we can do. So in this project, we've been able to create customer profiles, you can call it buyer personas, target groups, based on psychologically enriched data analysis. And we've been analyzed the improvement potentials in current sales and marketing communication. And we are helping and customizing sales and marketing communication with our augmented writing tools. So one of the most important parts of that project was the measurement of changes in sales and marketing activities at our customers. And of course, this project has been supported by our expert team over the whole cycle. So this is an overview about the length and the steps within this project, which was ongoing over 12 weeks. And one of the biggest parts for sure was the data analysis to get the background and the data to work on the improvement with our customers. So we've been able to do an evaluation of all communication data with the customers over the last 12 years out of email communication between sales team and customer and leads. So that was the statistical analysis of data and definition of the psychological segments, which is really important for marketing activities as well to improve the content quality towards the target groups. And the second part was the potential identification. So we identified the drivers for more successful sales and development of the focal points of action. And at the end of the day, the last and final part of the project was the improvement and performance measurement before and after using our tool, and what we could find out about the improvement in percentage even now. So the point is, in step one, the data analysis to build a psychological understanding of customers and sales, because based on the motive studies we're using together with our AI, there are huge differences in how people communicate and what kind of background information they give us by that, with not being aware of it, which is very important because we're talking about implicit motives. So there are people being more abstract in the way of thinking, and you can read that out in inverted commas of their content, of their emails, of the texts they write. And for example, there are people having a high performance motive. They want to be seen, or they want to have the feeling when you write them texts or offers or content in any way that they can be better with the tools or with the opportunities you're giving them on a day-to-day basis. Or another very important part in sales is that we have two different mindsets regarding profit orientation. There are people having, for example, the loss prevention mode. So we are seeing that over the last months in the crisis right now, that even groups and roles who have been segmented before the crisis to be more on win orientation, they are moving now in the way of communication to a loss prevention, because this is not a big surprise. Everyone is trying to get away from more loss and trying to secure where they are. So it's not about winning maybe at the moment. So all of these different kinds of communication, we are able to analyze and to do some kind of a segmentation. What we can see here in that project, our customer in that case gave us an indication about what you can see on the right side in the graphics, how people from marketing or in marketing roles communicate with their sales guys. So we've been able to set up a profile out of this and segment that to be used by marketing, for example, to set up the right content for the target group. And of course, you can see on the lower part and on the right side, the profile we've been able to segment and analyze out of the people they've been in contact in HR roles, which is different. So that gives us an overview and an idea how people in different roles take and speak, and how we can help our customers to improve that. Another point is recognizing the potentials where we can help our customers and their sales and their marketing to improve. Where are the most promising areas to improve the communication? So we've been finding out where the salesperson of our customer was furthest away from the customer in communication, for example, in the emails. But you can see in my graphics over here, we've been able to analyze the different way of communication in different roles. So we had purchase, we had the managing board, we had people from marketing, personal, HR departments, services, and sales, and how different they interacted with in speech, in text, in emails, in communication. And that gives an indication where we can improve. So what we do by helping our customers to improve, applying the findings we've been able to analyze with the tools of 100 Words, we have one very important part, which is the Outlook plugin we've developed. which helps a lot in the day-to-day base and communication with your customers, because we're able, what we show here in the screenshot over there, how the individual contact is regarding mindset and what they expect and how they expect to be communicated and addressed with. So this is helping in the individual improvement of your content you're sending to your customer, and which is the most important thing for the general strategic improving the communication, for example, for the marketing as well. We are able to segment your individual contacts for a bigger database to build up profiles for the next actions. So in that case, for example, we've been segmenting and filtering that person we're here in contact with, and that email is in the role head of business development. And we've been selecting the branch the person is working at. And that gives a huge performance hiring, how to say that. So the situation before they were able to use our tool and segment and find out how the roles and branches tick, the sales communication with the customer was according to their own perception, which is not always quite right, because they might be completely different in mindset, in motives, in loss or win orientation mode. So that gives a first idea. And after that, after they've been able to use our Outlook plugin to improve their communication to their customer in individual contact, they had the chance that the customers are automatically assessed psychologically, which you can see here. So the person is on affiliation mode, for example, what we call the harmonizer. And you can see the regulatory fit, which is even very important for the communication. That person is on the loss avoiding mode. So the salesperson is shown how close he or she is to the customer, or can even adapt by using our recommendations, by word recommendations, to change texts and adapt to the customer's expectation. After they've been able to do the segmentation over here for the rows and the branches, the database in our software as a service tool, hosted by the Telecom in Germany, makes it possible to see statistics and analysis over, in this case, all the chief sales officers we've already segmented and analyzed, which makes it possible to set up a profile for the right speech to the desired target group. So before they were able to use our tool and see the statistics out of the analysis, the customer segments were formed by or with gut feeling, which is not as performant as our customers wanted it to be, and not consistent at all. So after that, they've automated the evaluation of customer needs by role and industry, because there are huge differences between the roles, between the departments, and even between branches. So after that, and since they use our tool, they know how an industry, a branch speaks and ticks, and they got a better understanding how roles in the different departments at their customers in the branches tick and speak, and how they can improve their communication there. So you can see here a screenshot how we help on a daily business or daily base, for example, in sales and marketing activities, to improve the quality of your content. So this is the text our customer was using to do some lead generation, and they were checking the quality and the match to mirror the counterpart against the profile of the CSO, for example, we've been segmenting before. So in that case, we've analyzed the text we've been preparing against the desired target group and found out that we've been matching the expectation of that target group to 85%. We call this over here on the right side the imitation score. So in that case, 85% is quite good. But there's still air to improve, because in that case, we're missing a lot of achievement speech or achievement offer in our text. So we can improve there. And the good thing is we help you by clicking, really easily clicking on the buttons to give you a list of words and forms you can use to enrich your content with achievement. So you can go up to 100% if possible, and higher your conversion in a significant way here. So before that, before our customer was able to use our tool and analyze the quality of their content against the desired target group, the texts were created on feeling by the content creators. Content creator can be the sales guys, can be the marketing department. And after that, the content creator was guided by our tools because they knew about the quality, and they've been guided to even improve and align with the language of the target group. By the way, we offer that tool in German, English, and Italian for the time being. So the most important overview at the final stage of that project was for us and for our customer, and it was a huge and very successful one, and very great surprise and positive surprise for us as well, because we didn't expect it that positive and that successful, that we've been able to prove that sales psychological characteristics have a direct influence on the buying behavior of B2B customers, not only B2C, which we can do as well. So at the end of the day, we had real data of our B2B customer who gave us email communication of over 12 years between customers, leads, and their sales teams, out of more than 250,000 customer emails, which is a lot. And those emails were connected to more than 800 projects. 800 projects where they won or they lost. And out of that, we've been able to start with a data-driven customer segmentation, which is a huge improve for the future, and to get to know your target groups a lot better. And after they used the tool, they found out that they've been able, by adapting the language of the target groups a lot better and the individual contacts in daily business, that they've been 20% more successful in approaching the customer acquisition. So they've been able to open 20% more new leads by using the right speech, the right language in lead generation process, which is a huge amount. And after we've analyzed the won and the lost projects and the quality of the communication between the salespeople and the leads and the customers or non-customers, we've been able to analyze and give them an idea that they would have been able, if they would have adapted and improved the quality of their content and their communication towards their counterparts, customers, and leads by 25.7%. So our customer knows now that he lost a potential of more than 25% of projects he could have won. I think this is more than impressive, and I'm more than interested about your feedback, because overall this is my presentation for what we do and how we can support